Good evening, everyone. Good evening, yes. Hello, welcome. Good evening. Have a seat. Try the horse. How we doing, everyone? I say. My dog's got no nose.
Quote, my dog's got no nose.
Like.
I appreciate your tenacity, but you're supposed to say, how does he smell?
Quote, how does he smell?
Like.
His anus identifies as a nasal passage.
Quote, nasal passage.
Like.
Are you just repeating everything?
Quote, are you just repeating everything?
Like.
What's with all the like? Am I about to get my shield and tunic stolen by a store-brand sandworm?
Store-brand sandworm.
Like.
Are you people actually object to being called NPCs? Is that right?
Actually object.
Like.
That didn't even.
Like.
Feminism is cancer.
Feminism is cancer.
I'm sorry for lying about MRAs.
I'm sorry for lying about MRAs.
I have been suspended for it.
I have been suspended for it.
I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells, and I like to kiss my own butt.
You're not funny.
Quote, you're not funny.
Ooh, aren't you witty?
Quote, ooh, aren't you witty?
You're such a child.
Quote, you're such a child.
Only a lazy dickless housebound opiate addict would do what you're doing now.
Quote, only a lazy, dickless, housebound opiate addict, trapped in a bubble scarcely wider than his herniated waistline, would be so gargantuanly fucking thick as to literally just repeat words and phrases like an early 80s word processor and still believe his woke-ass galaxy brain is doing the world a favor. And only an utterly mindless gaggle of goose-stepping drones would give such a contemptible invalid the time of day, let alone hang down suckling at his taint like a family of prehistoric barnacles with abandonment issues.
We're gonna take you down.
Yeah, we are gonna take you down.
Oh, yeah, take me down. Oh, you guys are nails. Please take me down, Daddy. Take me all the way down to Chinatown, you fucking badasses. Oof, yikes, wrecked. Poe, don't cut yourself on that edge, tough guys. Check it out, guys. I finally got my blue badge of honor on Twitter. It's been doing that every couple of hours since Saturday, and I haven't read a bloody thing of it. I've made it, you guys. I've hit the big time, and rather effortlessly, I might add. It's like a bloated cash cow just came to my house and mooed at me until the cows came home. Sometimes you get lucky. What can I say? All right. Good evening and welcome to Munted News. Right in the April for the 2nd April in 13 months. Our first randomly selected story. The entire mass media is formulating their opinions around the conjectures of a little Swedish girl with a mental disability. Pictured here. The online trolls of the right wing, otherwise known as everyone in the world except me, please love me, not content with harassing innocent hoaxers back in February, they have now moved on to targeting the honest, loyal, decent activists of the death threatener community. The far right claims they're in favour of so-called free speech for everyone, except, of course, for the people they disagree with, who publicly make unambiguous calls for murder. They have to be censored for some reason. Do you see how these right-wingers just can't get their story straight? It's political incorrectness gone mad. In other news, a cowardly and duplicitous betrayer of the United Kingdom, formerly working for an overseas terrorist organisation, has requested permission to come to some cushy apartment in the very country they betrayed and remain here indefinitely. Pictured here. I mean, the nerve of this bastard, swanning in and out of wherever he pleases, thinking we'll somehow forget about all the innocent brown women he's been stitching into suicide vests and raping whatever's left of their scattered viscera. And he thinks he's entitled to some kind of hearing at the state's expense. What a thoroughbred cad, ladies and gentlemen. No, I say, tie this maniac up with a rope and watch him burn. From the rope burn or something. Hang from his testicles with cheese wire, even though it's more than he deserves. Well, I can't even. Meanwhile, a British hero and national icon for the common woman, pictured here, having been under unlawful house arrest for 7 years and very obviously groomed by white men, is being unlawfully detained by a foreign power against the will of the people. For shame is very clear from an entirely objective viewpoint that this blameless activist should be pardoned and given license to go in any backyard she pleases. The fact that she isn't is further proof that we live in a racist. All right, David Lammy, pictured here, is a cunt. Alright, news from Paris, France. In an indescribably tragic scene of needless destruction, a beloved and historical place of worship has been desecrated. That's right, the Al-Qiblahera Mosque on Rue Avenue Disneuf has been ruthlessly shot on by a pigeon. The incident took place in the early hours of Monday morning and is rumoured to have been orchestrated by those vest-wearing racists we can't talk about. A local man was about to describe the attack as a coup before he realised just how old that joke is. Forensics, having examined the destruction, have not confirmed the projectile to contain any radioactive or explosive materials, but have detected a large proportion of uric acid in its composition. The incident is therefore being treated as chemical warfare. So as per protocol, NATO is now operating a nationwide manhunt for the pigeon. As such, several men have been hunted to a creeping death for sport, because why not? We no longer feel safe in this city, said a random Muslim who was randomly picked out. Something needs to be done about these attacks. We propose making white men illegal. The EU will be holding a vote on the Ban White Men bill as many times as it takes before the plebs vote the correct answer. Meanwhile, the alt-right, or whoever, are up to their usual tricks, acting as the unaccountable and tyrannical language police, trying to censor anyone using the innocent phrase Easter worshippers. Which just goes to show you where their priorities are. Scores of innocent people have been made to feel bullied by this terrorist pigeon attack. And the only thing the right wing cares about is, ooh, don't say words I don't like. Wankers, am I right? It's like they don't even care. As we know, Easter is actually the name of a pagan goddess. As such, the only people who worship Easter are by definition pagans. These man babies are clearly complaining about nothing. I mean, I could even call Muslims Hecate worshippers, and you can't say shit. Sri Lanka does not exist. Who said anything about Sri Lanka? I didn't. Excuse me while I step over the main story, leap boundlessly over the secondary and tertiary stories, and cover sweet butt-clutching nothing but how offended I am at an imaginary fascist scratching his fucking bollocks. I am so the one with his priorities attack. Yes, sirree, pop, yup, yuppity, yup. And finally, the BBC is not biased against Brexit. There are no networks biased against Conservatives or Republicans. There's only Fox News. Every channel's Fox News. Shut up. And of course, Twitter is not, I repeat, not meddling in elections for the European Parliament by banning the campaign platforms operated on behalf of capriciously selected wrong-thinkers. We told you the only people who rig elections are Russians and other notoriously right-wing countries. However, one absolute mong of a cunt has outrageously suggested that in the presence of rules that are supposed to apply to everyone equally, perhaps, just maybe, people should be held accountable for spreading lies and propaganda to Antifa thugs, as and when those Antifa thugs come right out and admit that they get their information from these pricks right before they begin assaulting people. Also, that didn't happen. We're peaceful and you're not. Who the fuck do you think you are, eh? Social media is not in the business of interfering with these delicate processes. We want everyone to have a voice. And we will permaban anyone who even satirically suggests that we suspend people who we just don't plumb feel like suspending. What's that? Men's rights advocates kill people and encourage others to kill people? Bloody good point. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely not lying. Who needs evidence? Evidence is for nice guys. TM. Another such fascist. Oh, no, yeah, but no one ever says nice guys to mean entitled toxic misogynists. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're obviously just failing to sing an Alice Cooper song, you uncouth, uncultured buffoon. Rah, 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 fight the power. I'm definitely not a spastic. Hey, how do you bring 200 hysterical lunatics simultaneously to the brink of suicide? Leave them in a room together. Goodbye and fuck right.
You're an incel.
You're a misogynist.
You use bad words and you were raised badly.
We are gonna take you down.
Yes, we are going to take you down. Yes.
C. You can't even answer a straight question.
You can't even defend yourself, you hack.
Nazis.
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 Hey, are you calling me a Nazi?
Are you calling me a Nazi?
Someone around here must be a Nazi.
It must be you because you said it.
Nazi.
Quote Nazi.
Quote, quote, Nazi.
Quote, 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 Nazi.
Someone hurry up and be a Nazi.
I have no reason to live.
I can't take it anymore.
Neither can I.
Goodbye, cruel world.